Welcome back to everybody to another episode of Madraw's Arsenal. Today, we're going to be talking about the M96 Swedish Mauser. So let's get started. Okay, so the M96 was made by, this one was made by Gustafs, and it was developed in 1898, and at this time Sweden was looking for a new battle rifle for its infantry, and they came up with this design. It was also made by Gustafs, which also makes modern day chainsaws. So it utilized a 5-round stripper clip, and it is a very, very good shooter. It shoots a 6.5 by 5.5 caliber bullet, and it is regarded as one of the best hunting rounds in Europe. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm shooting a 300-yard target, and the sights were originally designed for 300 yards, or 300 meters, I'm sorry. And it can engage out to 3,000 meters. In 1896, the Model 96 long rifle was adopted as the main battle rifle of the Swedish Army. Swedish production of the rifle began in 1898, on a contract by Carl Gustaf. In World War II, Husqvarna made approximately 18,000 M96 rifles. Production ran from 1898 to 1925. The sights can engage a target from 300 meters out to 3,000 meters. In 1999, there were roughly 15,000 M96 rifles still being used by the Home Guard of Sweden. Early rifles, such as this one, feature a wooden stock. As time progressed throughout World War I, they would be using birch for their stocks. Next, we're going to talk about the brass disc on the stock. Alright, so the brass stock featured on this rifle denotes a couple of things. The largest section, which is going to be this section right here, this denotes the caliber of the barrel down to the mils. Alright, the second denotes how many mils you need to aim over the center of the target, which this would be 0, so it's perfect, it's perfectly on. The third and smallest section describes the level of pitting in the barrel. Number 1 means there is pitting in the grooves. A number 2 means there is pitting in the grooves and on the sides of the lands. And a number 3 means there is pitting on the whole barrel, leaving it unserviceable. Now what's interesting is during the 1912 Olympics, several shooters from Sweden can be seen using the M96 as their rifle of choice. This rifle is 9 pounds in weight, and it absorbs much of the recoil. Alright guys, I'm going to take 5 shots in the prone position. Now the Swedish developed this very neat blank firing adapter. Their barrels were threaded, and you could thread on either a muzzle cap or this blank firing adapter for training purposes. So I've got several rounds of this blank ammunition, and we are going to see what it's like. A little rough, but something to play around with. And be on working your bolt. Definitely something that any of these rifles, you should definitely try to practice with. Get yourself a little familiar, as well as practicing your fundamentals of shooting. Very cheap, very inexpensive, but a good way to train. One of the interesting things about these blanks made in Sweden is they are wooden bullets, and basically once they're fired they basically disintegrate through the barrel, and what comes out is tiny little particles. There's really nothing that comes out, and honestly I've taken the BFA off and same thing happens. There's nothing that really comes out. But we're going to try and experiment here and see what it's like to hit paper with these. You can see a little bit of a muzzle flash. That was big. Not very often. Okay, so we're gonna see how dangerous these wood blanks are. That's kind of dangerous. Okay, same target, except this time I'm doing the kneeling position. We're gonna see how it goes. Remember, this is a 300 simulated target, 300 meter. Not bad again. It shoots a little to the right, but I can fix that. That's not too bad. I'm really liking the 6.5 by 55 cartridge. It's a very, very good shooter, and from what I understand, a lot of people in Europe are really liking it. It's been a great round, great for competitions, and it's an excellent hunting round. Alright guys, well that pretty much wraps it up. So, alright guys, well there you have it. That is my review on the M96 Swedish Mauser. Not a bad target for a 300 meter simulated target. Like I said, it shoots a little bit to the right.